Okay, so today I was in shower, and as usual, I would talk to myself because I love talking to myself. It's very nice, actually. If you have ever wondered if you're saying that you talk to yourself, like if you're actually crazy when you talk to yourself, I'm gonna tell you no. Because I often talk to myself. It's my way to self-process any kind of thoughts or any kind of questions or doubts that I have. So yeah, it's a very, very efficient way to me, and I love it. So here is what was my shower thought about. So I was like, why is everyone racing against time? Right? Because when we, like, in society, we oftentimes we would race against time. It's also like, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time for, like, in 24 hours. I need more hours in the day. And then I was like, who told you that there is 24 hours in a day? Like, who told you that? And then people are like, what the heck? What? And then I'm like, no, when I say like people, it's just like I'm just role playing. So that's what it is. Then I'm just like, who told you that there are 24 hours in a day? Why can't it be 30 hours in a day? Because, like, listen, like, the truth is, to me, is that is the clocking, the clocking thing is literally a system that is built for us by our ancestors to help us to track the seasons, help us to track the sunlight, so that we can efficiently harvest, or when you grow the crops, grow the crops, for agricultural reasons, or for what do you call that? For seasonal changes, like the diets, is a very efficient tool for us to keep track of the seasons, so that we can efficiently plant the seeds and harvest the crops. Is a way that we connect with nature through the sunlight, right? Because different seasons have a different amount of sunlight, and that is very important for us to count the days, so then we can build up systems accordingly and efficiently. But funny enough is that nowadays what we are actually doing is racing against time. We are being trapped by the tool that our ancestors built for the sake of efficiency, but we are being trapped by it. I'm just like, what the heck, people? What the heck? Because if we are actually racing against time, say at 9 a.m., I have to reply an email to a client. If not, I'm going to lose my job, or my client is going to lose his temper. Like, that's how we use time. That's how we keep track of time now. That is the most thing that I've ever imagined. Well, of course, I was in such a position as well. The one who have to send the email. And so now that I'm like, in hindsight, I'm just like, that's a bunch of bullshit. So I'm just like, why are we racing against time when time is just a measuring tool, just like the metric system? Like, if you want to measure things in meters, for sure. But if you're like, no, I don't want to measure things in meters, I want to measure things in inches, go ahead, right? But if you don't want to measure anything with the metric system or inches, you can develop your own measuring system, like, I don't know, something called like your measuring system. It's the same as time. If why who says it has to be 24 hours a day? Who told you this? Like, Make your own clock, make your own day, make your own hours of a day. You can have 35 hours per day. So if someone has like 24 hours a day, then you tell them, well, I have 35. Yeah, I know, because it's simply a measuring tool. And if you have 35 hours a day, you work your day. You work your day, bro. You work with your flow. You work with your flow. But why was it, or why is it? I'm always speaking in the past tense. Why is it 24 hours? It's because if I use a 35 hours and you use a 24 hours, we're not measuring the same thing technically. But maybe we are, but we're just seeing it or perceiving it differently. Right? So that's why we're trying to, I think it's a result of globalization, I think. So it's like if I were to say it's my 9 a.m. and your time is actually 11.55. 0.55, not 11.55, okay? It's like you have your measuring system and I have my measuring system. So naturally, it's like languages. If I speak English, the word apple, in another language, it's a totally different tone. So in order for us to understand each other, it's kind of like better to use the same measuring system. Or else you just have to it's like conversion. You have the conversion table for metric system to inches, right? So it's the same thing. So I'm just like, guys, we can actually create our own measuring tool for time. Like we can all think out of the box. Okay? We don't have to always think in 24 hours. Create your own clock. Create your own measuring system. Create your own creativity. And so that's my shower thought. That was my shower thought. I hope you like it, just as I do. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.